Hey there, y'all. Bunkle here. Hope you've been having a great day. I do hope every day is a great day for you. Hope every day has a bit of sunshine, even though it might be a bit of rain. And if you need some rain, I hope you get that also. I think it's always a good thing just to be able to sit and reflect and think about the blessings that you do have in your life. And I'm not even saying compared to somebody else. I'm just saying you yourself in general. It's never a bad idea. Anyway, in this video, I am going to be opening up. If you check out my mail day video that I posted several days ago, there were a bunch of 1990 score hockey packs. Now, interestingly enough, these are all 1990 score hockey, but it seems like there's two different wrapper types. Now, I'm not sure what the difference is. They're both 1990 score hockey Premier Edition, and I noticed that on the backs, they're distributed by two different companies. Now, I don't know if that means anything in particular, or if certain cards were distributed one way or another way, or, the packs all look, except for the pictures and the colors and the designs and everything else, they all look and feel the same. They different advertisements also. You can see the 1990 Score NHL Hockey Checklist. To order your complete 440 player card checklist and the check or money order for $1. And on the other one, it's officially licensed NHL team logo pins. So collect your favorite team. Now, those might have been cool to get back then. I do remember when these packs came out, I was still a bit into collecting, although kind of backed off from a lot of collecting at that point. Or I should say buying packs. I was definitely a lot more into collecting cards at that time. Possibly trading or selling cards that I had multiples of for other cards that I definitely wanted, just as a matter of building up a personal collection at that time. Life happens, and I don't think I have much of anything, if anything, from back then, but it is what it is. But I do remember these in particular because the media hype behind one player in particular, Eric Lindros. He was supposed to be the everything, supposed to be the next Gretzky, the next this, the next that. Didn't exactly pan out that way. Sure, he was great. I won't argue that. Was he as great as the media hype? I don't think so. But I do know that a lot of media was paying attention to his hockey skills, and maybe they're just trying to also bump up the sport of hockey at that particular time. But what I'd be looking for now, I'm going to be opening up 18 packs. It's the equivalent of half a box of these. Other videos, I'll be opening up more of these packs, that's definite, and I have opened a couple of them on my own just to get a look, see, a feel, to see what they looked and felt like again, just to get a handle on them, I guess you'd say. So sorry to open them without y'all. But what I'd be looking for in these, of course, are the Brodeur rookie, the Jagr rookie. Those are the two that in this set, they carry the set. Of course, your Gretzky and your Lemieux, your Curtis Joseph, those cards also. But the two main rookies that came out of this were the Brodeur and Jagr. And no, I'm not going to have moves like Jagr, that's for sure. Other cards I might be looking for out of here would be the Chris Draper rookie, the Mike Modano, again, the Curtis Joseph. Gretzky has, I think, like 10 cards in this set. Anyway, I have my Wall of Fame ready. I got some frappers all good to go. So let's get started. Now again, Eric Lindros was all the rage when these came out, so they were the go-to card at that particular time. You wanted to get as many of those as you possibly could. Now it's a little bit different, of course. Got Kevin Hatcher, Vincent Damphouse, Pierre Turgeon, Mario Lemieux. All right, starting it off nicely there. Now, if you're doing the PSA thing, the Lemieux has almost as much value, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even more value than the Brodeur, which typically sells at about $100. So, definitely a great card to find there. Paul Coffey, Jari Kurri, another great card there. Wayne Gretzky, all right, Gretzky's going up on the wall. Boston Bruins, 1990 conference champions. Mark Messier, Kip Miller, Huey McDonough, Reggie Lemelin, Keith Brown, Jeremy Rennick. Nice card there also. And Alan Peterson. So I got 2 from my wall of fame there. I mean, y'all might have chosen differently, or you might have put more up. You might have put less up also. I mean, that's a possibility as well. I don't know if you can go less than 2 on this. I don't think many people I know would bench Lemieux or Gretzky. Now, considering the Gretzky's a season leader card, that's a possibility, I guess. But anyway, get on to pack number 2 here. Now, got to be really careful. If you notice those red borders, don't want to do any kind of damage, any kind of scraping or anything like that, and want to make sure the corners stay nice. Again, cards of this, if you do find a PSA 10, they do carry some value. And now, would I go PSA on these? Probably not. I'd probably do an SGC just for turnaround time and cost and all of that. Okay, so we got Rick Touche, Stefan Ricker, Mark Fortier, Doug Lidster, Olaf Kolzig, Cam Russell, Craig Fisher, Bobby Erie, Brian Trottier, Grant Fuhr, great goalie there, Guy Lafleur, Wendell Clark, Alan Peterson, Brad McRimmon, and Michael Petit. Or Pettit. I don't think it's Pettit, I think it's Petit. Again, in the comments, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but hockey's not my first language, and I'd be the first person to admit to that. Now, there are other good cards, good rookies in this. I'm not going to be keeping them up there, but again, y'all can mention in the comments, maybe I should have. Kirk McLean, Riendeau, Wayne Doucet. Looks very off-center on that one. Adrian Plavsic, Stu Barnes, Randy Cunneyworth, Steve Leach, Clint Malachuk, Ilka Sinasilo, Joe Mullen, Paul McLean, Larry Murphy, and Alexei Kazatanov. So not much to write home in that pack either. I mean, these definitely don't feel like hot packs yet, that's for sure. Now, these garbage bag packs that Score was famous for, always hated them. Even as a kid, teen, early 20s, whatever, I just hated the fact that the cards could get damaged in these garbage bags. Upper Deck was so much more ahead of their time with these. John Tonelli, Gary Nyland, Sylvain Cote, Stephen Rice, Michel Mangou, Darren Shannon, Stephen Facette, Momenta, Rick Natris, Sylvain Lefebvre, Brian Hayward, Don Beaupre, Mark Howe, Kevin Deneen, and Dave Poulin. So it's another really lightweight pack. I'm starting to get kind of sad here with these. You can't pull winners out of every pack, but I think we're up to pack number 5 right now. Yep, pack number 5. And I've gotten 2 what I would consider keeper cards or grader cards. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed something here, but I don't think so. All right, Alexander Maligny, Tony Granato, Randy Muller, Dale Haverchuk, Gretzky, all right, and Patrick Raw, nice. Mike Barber, Patrick Raw again, okay. Greg Gilbert, Basil McRae again, Marty McSorley, Tim Kerr, Patrick Platley, Wendell Clark, and Alan Peterson. Now, hockey fans, if you don't know what the backs of these cards look like, to me, they're pretty much the standard Score issue of late 80s, early 90s. Somewhat plain, but definitely crisp, clear. The last year of statistics as well as the career a blurb about them, their personal stuff, second picture. I mean, somewhat following the score, what Score was doing in other sports as well. So I'm going to keep Patrick Roy. Now, I think unless I get a like a base card from any of these players, I'm just going to keep the other ones stacked, and I'll keep the base card on top. Got that one. And a different Gretzky. Like I said, there's probably a dozen different Gretzky cards in this set. There's also a couple different Eric Lindros, which is really interesting. I mean, considering when this set came out, he was still a rookie prospect type. So, again, the media machine, the hype machine around him. If you think baseball, recent baseball, or I should say over the last 10, 15 years, if you think about all the hype that Bryce Harper came up with, even a couple of years before he hit the majors, they were talking about what he was doing. Sports Illustrated, if I'm not mistaken, had articles on him, so kind of similar. Okay, got Sergei Makarov, Mike Richter. If I'm not mistaken, is that that might be the Makarov rookie also. I'm not going to Wall of Fame that one. Mike Richter, Christian Rudo. All right. That's an interesting one. 1990 season leaders. Got the Patrick Roy there. I'll frapper that one. Brett Hull. Stan Smil, Jim Hervinack, Gordy Roberts, Larry Robertson, Ken Baumgartner, Doug Wilson, Brendan Shanahan, Norman Roquefort, Reggie Lemelin, and Paul Fenton. So once again, not really much to write home about. The season leaders card is nice, but definitely not a base card on that one either. So that'll go into the general pile. Okay, we got Fedosov, Mark Fortier, Adam Creighton, David Shaw, Nelson Emerson, Jim Hervinack again, Eric Weinrich, Doug Wilson, Grant Fuhrer, Walt Podubny, Vladimir Krutov, Tim Curvers, Yari Curry, great card there, not going to wall it though, Aaron Broughton, and Ken Daneyko. Keep it rolling, or keep that puck moving on the ice, as it may be. Okay, we got Chris Chelios, Joe Niedenwick, Pat Verbeek, Del Howardchuk, Wayne Ducey, Adrian Plavsic, Stu Barnes, John Morris, Rob Kudaleski, Doug Wilson, Brad Shaw, Dino Ciccarelli, Ron Suter, Craig Wallinin, and Paul Reinhardt. So, zilch on that one. And the next. Dale Howardchuk, Dan Quinn, Ron Francis, Stefan Ricker, Jamie Leach, Daryl Sidor, Lindros. Okay, well, I mean, that's definitely a great card to find. It would have been better to have found that in 1990, 1991 than now, but I'll frapper that one up. Dave Christian, David Haley, Randy Wood, Tom Barrasso, Gerald Deduck, and Paul Gillis. So, Eric Lindros, future superstar. That's the main base card of him. There were a couple other cards, as I mentioned, of Lindros that were in this set. What they called Lindros bonus cards. All right. Keep moving here. Very bad wrapper there. Got Scott Young, Brent Suter, Jeff Brown. Harivnak again. Eric Weinrich again. Murray Barron again. Kurivo. Cam Neely. Nice action shot there. I like the stutter picture, or the multi-picture effect there. That's pretty cool. Rodbrid Demore, all rookie team. Nice card there. I should probably frapper that one, but I'll end up getting back to that later. Brad Shaw. Kip Miller. Dave Tippett. Joe Mullen. Kevin Dineen. And Gord Murphy. Next pack. Getting through these pretty quickly. And so far, I'd say the best card I found out of these is the Lemieux base card. I mean, again, maybe I'm wrong. Looks like there's some first pick cards in there in the middle. Got Michael Lalor, Jimmy Carson, Bobby Smith, Sergei Makarov again, Daryl Sidor again, another Lindros, Paul Coffey, Jari Curry, Tom Fergus, Brett Hull. Nice card there. Joe Sorella, Doug Wilson, Paul Reinhardt, Ken Danico, and John Van Beesbrook. So I'm going to frapper up the next of the Lindroses here. Hey there, y'all. Where was I? Yep, I was about to wrap up this Eric Lindros. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute or two. My daughter made tomato soup, a real good hearty tomato soup, which I absolutely had to try. She's a great cook. So, had to go try it before it cooled down and got into a little bit of a conversation over there. So, got the Lindros frappered up. Oh, and now she's bringing me a limoncello. Look at this. It says I have to try that flavor, so that's going to be definitely an interesting one. Get to open this pack. Now, I have no idea what pack number I'm up to. Pardon me on that. All right, we got Bruce Driver, Paul Coffey, Thomas Steen, Steve Duchesne, Mark Messier. Okay, another Gretzky. Not the base, but that's cool. Fern Flamen. Felix Fallon. Dave Malley. Yvonne Courtney. Brad McCrimmon. Michael Petit, John Casey, and John McClane. Wasn't the character in all those Bruce Willis movies John McClane? I don't think that's who he was supposed to be, but anyway, just random thought go through my mind there. All right, now I started off with 18. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Okay, we got 6 packs left. I still know how to count. Check that out. All right, we got Terry Carr, Kevin Stevens, Mike Lalor, Matt Sundin, nice card there, Michael Manjot, Rick Bennett, Olaf Kolzig again, Doug Wilson, Grant Fuhrer, Vladimir Krutov, Claude Lucelle, Jim Johnson, Glisick, and Pat Ilinuk. All right, 5 left only. Yeah, today's definitely a soup day here in Jersey. It's kind of that misty, rainy, a little bit chilly. Mark Osborne. All right, now we got a Gretzky base. Now we're talking. Nice card there. Nice centering. Corners look nice and sharp. That's a good-looking card. That's Frapper. Sundstrom, Scott Young, Trevor Kidd, Owen Nolan, another Lindros, Scott Sissons, John Carter, Troy Millette, Tom Fergus, Alexei Kasatonov, Brad Marsh, Jamie McCoon, and Shane Corson. So we got ourselves another Lindros in here. Now again, if this was 1990, I'd be absolutely flipping. It'd be like baseball-wise getting Greg Jeffries rookies. Although these have definitely held value a lot better than the Greg Jeffries rookie. Lindros definitely had a better career than in hockey than Jeffries did in baseball. Not that Jeffries was a slouch, but he nowhere near lived up to his hype. Lindros at least partially lived up to his, so it's real good to get that Gretzky base also. Still looking for the rookies, the Brodeur or the Jagr. Maybe I should have started singing moves like Jagger. Okay, we got Mike Lalure, Doug Lidster, Tim Chileday, Kirk McLean, Murray Barron, Rick Corriveau, Francois Leroux, Matt Sundin, Dean Everson, Basil McRae, Steve Leach, Rich Suter, Tom Conyers, Yari Curry again, and Aaron Broughton. So we're down to our last three, and glad to get the Gretzky, glad to get the Lemieux, glad to get a few of the Lindros. But I'd say all in all, it's been kind of light. None of the two big rookies in here, the Brodeur and the Jagr. I want to be careful there. I do not want to damage the one that will be in here. Brent Suter, Jeff Brown, Doug Crossman, Bobby Smith, Peter Ing, Link Gates, Rob Blake, Bob Kiliski, David Malley, Yvonne Corvineux, Alan Kerr, Bob Essena, Joel Otto, Jerky Lum, and Russ Courtnall. So we are down to our last two, our Meeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, and they're both exactly the same looking type packs. So it's not a matter of choosing red-blue instead of blue-red or blue-red instead of red-blue. They're both same exact design, color scheme, and everything else. Although, no, they weren't. The pack is a bit different. We have the red-blue, but we got the active game going on versus the goalie there. So, again, I do wonder if there's any difference in the packs. Got Brad Shaw, Rick Zumbo, Bernie Nichols, Doug Huda, Rick Bennett, Olaf Kolzig again, Wayne Doucet again, Adrian Plavsic, Mario Marois, Theo Fleury, František Musil, Adam Graves, Tim Kerr, Thomas Sandstrom, and Kjell Samuelson. Gel, I don't know. Again, y'all know better than I do. All right, last pack. Last out of 18. Vincent Dampros, Pierre Turgeon, another Lemieux. Okay, that's not bad. Garth Butcher, another Gretzky, another Ra. Bill Barber, Brian Skirgland, Gran Lydiard, Luke Richardson, Chris Terreri, Paul Reinhardt, Ken Danieko, Van Beesbrook, and Gerard Gallant. So, neither one of the two big rookies that you'd be looking for, the Brodeur or the Jagr in this one. No Chris Draper, no Mike Modano, no Curtis Joseph. So, pretty sad on that as far as that goes. Got a whole bunch of the record cards or the sniper cards or the subset cards as you'd look at them, and a couple of the base cards, but not many. Again, if this was 1990, I'd be really excited about all the Lindroses. But right now I'd say, you know what? Got 2 Lemieux, although this one might be a bit off center top to bottom. And I'll use that as a comparison, where if you notice that red line down there definitely looks thicker than that red line. If you do that comparison like that, there's definitely differences on that. So this one is definitely better center top to bottom than this one is. So it's good to find the 2 Lemieux. The Raz, we got the Stopper 1990 season, another Stopper, and the Trophy. So no base Ra, just subset Raz. And then the Gretzky's, we got the Sniper, the base, that's good, Season Leader, another Sniper, and another Season Leader. So 1 base and a bunch of the other ones. And we also got 3 of the Eric Lindros rookies. So, all in all, meh. Hopefully the next batch that I go through is going to be a bit better than these. Not that this was really horrible or anything, but I'm looking forward to some more openings of these. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a comment, thumbs up, sub, all of that, subscribe, hit that bell button. Absolutely. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Definitely appreciate you coming, stopping by, watching this video. And just for being part of this community. I definitely enjoy being part of the community myself. Anyway, y'all take care. Stay well. Stay blessed. God bless always. Bunkle out.